So let's begin on your back. Could be any pose you want on your back. Maybe you're in Shavasana on your back. Maybe you are in butterfly with soles of the feet together, knees wide. Maybe you have your feet wide and your knees knocking together. Just come into a posture that feels the most comfortable for you. And only you know what that is. Maybe you place one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly and just start to feel. And we're just gonna start with a simple breath retention exercise where we'll inhale for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 4, and hold that for 4. So I'll count you through a couple of rounds and then you'll be able to do those rounds on your own, and you can increase the count of the in-breath and the out-breath to 5 or 6, whatever works for you. So just lying on your back, fully comfortable, nothing to fix, nothing to manipulate, nothing to control or change. We'll begin this breathing exercise together. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause and hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now go ahead and continue that for about 3 more rounds on your own, maybe lengthening inhales and exhales, eyes closed. Taking 1 more round of your breath retention. Inhaling for a count of 4 or 5, holding. Exhaling for a count of 4 or 5 and holding. And then just let that go and just stay on your back with your eyes closed in that comfortable posture. Our intention today is trust. So trust that you're in the right place, you're doing the right thing. You know the most helpful postures for you, so I'll guide you through many shapes, but as always, you are really encouraged to listen to your own body and breath and move in a way that serves you this morning, which may be different from the last class you did. Jules Henri Poincaré says, "It is by logic that we prove, but by intuition that we discover." So use this practice as an exploration, a discovery of how you're feeling in this moment. Following your intuition, I really encourage you to close your eyes during different poses. They just move in intuitive and organic ways, which may not be what I'm always suggesting. So if you're using the playlist, go ahead and press play. Everybody from your lying position, just pull your knees together and give yourself a big hug. Squeeze the knees tight into the body. And then extend your arms and your legs. Take a full body stretch. Really reach through your fingers and reach through your toes. Get as long as you can. Maybe pressing into the heels enough that your calves, your thighs, your glutes lift off the earth. Really grow tall like you just woke up out of bed. And then let that go. And draw your right knee into your chest. Hands to shins, really squeeze and compress. Great for digestion. Let your head, your neck, your shoulders just be heavy on the mat. Gravity is holding you. You can relax the jaw and the tongue. Maybe rolling the ankle in both directions here, rotating the joint. And maybe moving your whole right leg, left and right, massaging the hip. And then moving into half happy baby. So right sole of the foot to the sky, right hand to your outer ankle or your foot. And pull your right knee down. Left hand can coax the left hip closer to the earth. Inhale here, and then exhale, right leg crosses all the way over to the left for a spinal twist. So left hand can draw your right thigh towards the earth, reach your right arm to the right, or cactus arms. Keeping the eyes closed, just tilt your head to the right. Full breath here. Maybe cultivating that Ujjayi, victorious breath in yoga, in and out through the nose. You will hear yourself breathe and just listen to your own breath. And then inhale, come back to center. Extend your right leg long next to the left. Take a full body stretch. And release. And just notice and observe left and right side body. How does that feel? And then draw your left knee in. Give it a nice squeeze. Pull it in towards your rib cage, outer rib cage. Squeeze it, roll the ankle. Maybe move your whole left leg a little left and right. And then half happy baby, heel to the sky, left hand to left foot, right hand can coax the right hip down. Really press your foot into your hand if you have the grip, and your hand presses back into your foot. And then whole left leg crosses to the right side body, left arm, left ear to the left. Another big inhale here. And then exhale, come back to center, full happy baby. So both feet to the sky. Pull the knees down towards the armpits. Maybe straighten one leg and the other. And then give yourself a big hug. And plant your feet. Use your fingers to just kind of feel your heels, preparing for a bridge pose. And know that this may not be the right place for you. Maybe you need to walk your feet further away or your heels closer to you. This is just a general guideline, but follow your own body and trust that you are the expert. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, lower hips, lower arms. Dynamic bridge. Keep moving with your own breath. Inhale to lift. Thighs lift, squeeze the thighs together, and exhale to lower, tapping the tailbone. Finding the rhythm of your breath to guide the movement. One more round. Full inhale, and then exhale. Give yourself a hug. Start to rock and roll on your spine, forward and back, hands on your shins, enough that you can plant your feet top of the mat. Turn it up. Plant your feet parallel, hands to shins. Inhale, pull your heart forward. And exhale, curl around the back like a cat. Inhale, pull forward like cow pose. Exhale, round. Couple more. Nice work. The next time you're forward, long spine. Really pull your heart through. Plant your hands. Fingers can be facing wide or facing your glutes. Press into your palms and inhale, lift for reverse tabletop. Hips high. Keep squeezing the thighs together just like bridge pose. Head and neck can release. And then slowly shift the weight back towards your heels. Your hips start to lower and hover, and place your hips down on the mat. Press your heels into the earth to engage the legs. Kneecaps lift off. Flex the toes towards your face and reach your arms long to the ceiling. Spread through the fingers. And then as slowly as you can, keep pressing heels into the mat. Maybe your knees bend, maybe your heels up. You're gonna lower all the way onto your back. Nice and slow. This is the core work right here. Slow it down. When you reach the bottom, use your inhale to drive yourself all the way back up. Arms stay long. Keep going, a few more, nice and slow. Can you slow down the exhale as you lower your shoulders to the earth? And then inhale, rise. The breath will support you in that motion. Let's all take one more. And then next time you're all the way down on the bottom, give yourself a hug. And take the next 8 breaths to make your way to a downward facing dog. So maybe you roll over the shins and take tabletop, traditional cat-cow, maybe a child's pose. Maybe you want to stay on your back. Close the eyes and move in intuitive ways whatever it is you feel like your body wants right now to take you into down dog, following the breath. You have 4 more rounds of breath. And if you get into a down dog, just keep it active, keep it moving. We'll all meet there in the course of the next round of breath. Pedaling the legs, bending left and right leg. And then when we all reach down dog, bend your knees generously, get your hips a little higher to the earth, and feel your heels press back behind you. Everybody close your eyes in down dog and take a breath here. Notice how it feels, first down dog of the practice. And exhale, let it go. Lift your right foot and step it in front of your left. And then lift your left foot and step it in front of the right. And as slowly as you can, placing one foot in front of the other to make your way to a forward fold top of the mat. Grab onto your elbows, bend your knees deeply, a generous bend, torso rests on thighs. Sway side to side, head heavy. And then release that. Inhale for a half lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise to mountain. Press the palms together and pull them into your heart center. And then turn around to face the back of your mat. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, cactus arms, open the chest, little back bend. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Start to crawl, walk your hands all the way forward to a plank pose. So spread the fingers wide, and you can always lower the knees. Hips in line with your shoulders, hands shoulder width distance apart, feet hip width distance apart. Pull the belly button in. Exhale, hips high, down dog, and start to tiptoe all the way forward, forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Pull the palms into your heart center, and then turn around. Now you're facing the front of your mat. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, cactus the elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, and walk yourself out to your plank pose. Find your alignment, take a full breath. Press the palms into the earth, maybe clawing the fingertips to support the wrists. Exhale, hips high, and tiptoe all the way forward. Half lift, let it go. Root through your feet to rise all the way to stand. Palms press and pull them into your heart. Turn around. So we're doing it again. Now you know what you're doing. Maybe you close the eyes and move a little more naturally. Arms up. Exhale, elbows bent. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Walk it out to plank. One inhale. Exhale, hips up, dog. Maybe tiptoeing. Maybe you feel ready to hop. Trust that your body knows what's best. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Palms press. Hands at heart center. Turn around. You should be facing the front of your mat now. Inhale, last one. Arms up. Exhale, open the heart. Open the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Walk it out to plank and stay in your plank pose. Hold the plank. Option to lower the knees. Option to walk your hands further forward and wiggle your toes further back for a really wide, unstable, unsteady plank. Working the core. Maybe you're slipping and sliding off your mat. Get as long as you can. And then everybody lower the knees, puppy pose. Hips and knees are in line. Hips are high. Arms reach forward. Extend through your fingers. Chin or forehead to the mat. Belly release. Full inhale in your puppy pose. And maybe sigh it out. Let it go. And then walk your hands to tabletop. Shoulders, elbows, and wrists in line. Hips and knees in line. And reach your right arm forward, left leg back. Press through your left heel. Reach through your right fingers. Exhale, lower hand, lower knee. Left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale, lower. Keep moving. Maybe close the eyes. Opposite hand to knee. Grow as long as you can. Inhale as you reach. And exhale as you lower. Keep drawing your navel to spine so that your core is supporting you. The next time you have your right arm forward and your left leg back, pause and stay here and lift your heel higher and lift your arm higher, making a back bend in your back. We'll keep lifting And then bend your back knee, reach your right arm all the way to the back for a twist. Maybe you can clasp your ankle or your foot and kick your foot into your hand, hand into your foot. If you do have a strap or a belt or any kind of towel, this is a place you can use. One more inhale, exhale, release. One cat-cow, belly release, look up. Exhale, curl and round like a scared Halloween cat. Inhale, neutralize the spine, extend your left arm forward, right heel back. Lift your thumb towards the sky, lift your heel towards the sky. And then bend your back knee, reach your left hand back, either just finding the twist or maybe finding the grip. Opening the chest, the heart, stretching the quad. One more inhale, and then exhale, come on down. Tuck the toes, make your way to downward facing dog. Hips high, wrapping the shoulders. Full rounded breath. Inhale fully. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, right heel high, step forward, low lunge, left knee comes down. You can always double up the mat or put a pillow or blanket to support your knee. Arms sweep high, sink into your lunge. Noticing your hip flexor, spin your pinkies towards each other to open up the armpits and wrap the shoulders. Bring your right arm under your left and give yourself a hug. So hands to shoulders. Keep lifting through the crown of the head. Keep squeezing your hips towards each other. And then maybe stay here or eagle wrap the arms, double wrap the arms, lift the elbows 1 inch higher. Either stay here or tuck your left toes and start to straighten your back leg. Press your left heel away from you. High lunge. Slowly lower your left knee to tap, low lunge. And inhale, straighten left leg, left thigh lifts higher, high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Right arm forward, left heel down, left hand back. Track your right knee directly over your right ankle. Spread through your fingers. Reach your pinky fingers a little further back behind you. Maybe you need to take a wider stance so you can sit lower in your lunge. Reach the crown of the head high. Beautiful. Strong warriors. Relax the shoulders down the back. Relax the face. One more big inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands, step back, plank pose. One inhale. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin, elbows stay close to the body. Untuck the toes. 3 rolling cobras. So you can walk your hands wider, or I like to walk my hands forward for more space. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, release, forehead down. 2 more, inhale, lift, broaden the collarbone, squeeze the shoulder blades together down the back, and exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, pull the heart through, pull the palms back. Exhale, release. Hands by the chest, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high, step forward, low lunge. Maybe you need to help that foot even more forward, inch it to the top of the mat, right knee down, arms up. Sink into the lunge, reach through your fingers. Shoulders over hips. And then left arm under right, give yourself a big hug. Maybe double wrap and find eagle arms. Keep lifting the elbows. Keep tucking the tailbone to draw your rib cage in. Tuck your back toes. You can always stay in the low lunge. Inhale, lift for high lunge. Right heel presses back. Slowly lower, tap your right knee for low lunge. Inhale, press back up, high lunge, nice. And then open wide, left arm forward, right arm back. Spin your heel down, warrior two. Broadening through your chest here, squeezing the shoulder blades together, but relaxing them down the back. Left knee directly over your left ankle. One more inhale, steady. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back, plank pose. Either knees, chest, chin, down dog, child's pose, any options. Or shift the weight forward for your first chaturanga. Exhale, lower, halfway down. Roll over the toes, heart pulls through, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, pull yourself forward back into plank pose. Hold here, 3 breaths, you got it. Strong and steady. Maybe close the eyes, maybe come to fists or forearms to support the wrists and the shoulders. And then slowly as you can, lower in one piece all the way to your belly. Slow it down, all the way down. Untuck the toes, interlace the hands behind your back. Press the toenails into the mat and inhale, lift your chest, reach your knuckles back towards your toes. One more inhale and exhale, lower down, hands plant by your chest. Tuck your toes, lift your thighs off the mat, lift your knees. Get really strong and then press all the way up into plank or move through tabletop. Always take any options that work for you. From plank or from forearm plank, just tap your right knee and straighten and tap your left. So you're just pedaling the knees, tapping one and the other, nice and slow. Keeping the hips as stable as you can. Do one more each side, tap left, tap right, pause, and slowly as you can, lower back to your belly. This time, reach your arms in front of you. You can keep your feet down if that feels better to support your back, or we're gonna lift our upper and lower body this time. Inhale, lift. Either hold it here, or lower and lift. Exhale, lower, inhale, lift. Keep reaching your fingers forward, keep lifting your chest, keep lifting your thigh bones off the mat. One more, inhale, and then everybody lower. Move your hips left and right. And then plant your hands by your chest, tuck the toes, strengthen your legs, lift thighs. Press back, plank pose. Last time. So reach your right arm forward. But first, let's walk our feet wider. That will give us more support. Reach your right arm forward alongside your ear. Either keep your right hand up or lower it down and then lift your left toes off the mat. Just like bird dog, where we did in tabletop. And you can do this from tabletop. Lower down, left arm forward. Either lower your left hand before you lift your back foot or keep it lifted. Opposite arm, opposite leg. You may wobble, you may shake and fall. And keep going. Right arm, left leg. Opposite arm, opposite foot. You can go back to your knees and do this in tabletop again. You can hear my voice trembling. It's challenging. It's fun. And then release, plank pose, slowly lower to the belly. This time, reach your arms forward again. Just lift your right arm and your left leg. And lower. Left arm lifts, right leg lifts. And lower, keep going, right and left and right, opposite arm, opposite leg. Or come all the way up, stay lifted, and just keep lifting for that back extension, back strengthener. Really great core work and back work to support and strengthen the spine. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Everybody, forehead down, belly down, Shavasana. Maybe bend your knees, windshield wiper the legs, wiggle out the hips, release the lower back. If you have one ear to the mat, switch which ear it's facing, and take 3 more full rounds in stillness. Just a belly down Shavasana here. And then as you're ready, press your hands by your chest, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale fully, exhale completely. Inhale, right heel high. Step forward for low lunge, right foot between the hands. Spin your left heel down, open up, warrior 2. We've been here before, so we won't stay here for quite as long. Release your hands down. We're gonna do some shoulder shrugs. So on your inhale, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. Start to roll them back behind you and then exhale, release them down your back. Let's do it again. Inhale and let it go. This time, palms up. Keep your elbows into your rib cage. Palms are up like you're holding a little platter. Forearms are parallel. Big inhale. And then on your exhale, arms up away from each other. So elbows stay in, forearms go out. Let's do it again. Imagine you're moving through honey. Feel that resistance. So inhale, palms up. Exhale, really slow, as if there's something pressing back. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing like there's a pencil between your shoulders and you're holding it. And let it go. Back to warrior two. Really reach to your fingers and feel the difference in the shoulders. Interlace the hands behind the back. Punch the fists to the earth. Lift the chest. And instead of humble warrior where we fold to the front leg, just start to fold your torso straight down. Crown of the head reaching for the earth. Keep pressing through the left outside edge of your left foot, pinky toe, the left heel. One more inhale here. And then exhale, right leg starts to straighten, right toes lift, Skandasana, deep lunge to the back of the mat. So left knee bends. Your hands can plant on the ground. You could use a block or a table or water bottle for support. Your hands could be at heart center. Keep flexing the right toes. And maybe you're not as low as that. Maybe your hips are a little higher. One more inhale in your Skandasana. And start to walk yourself back through all the way top of the mat, runner's lunge. Press your right heel high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hips, scorpion your dog, roll your ankle. And then re-extend your right leg. Maybe take a three-legged vinyasa or just straight to downward facing dog. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full round of breath. And let it go. Inhale, left leg high, step forward, runner's lunge, right heel down, warrior two. We've been here before. Set up your alignment, maybe walk your feet wider. And then release the hands down. And you'll be able to see my shoulders again this time. Inhale, shoulders up by the ears. Squeeze them back between each other. And then exhale, release. One more. Big inhale. Squeeze. Exhale, let the shoulders go down the back. Then palms up. Elbows stay connected to your body. This is called bird wing. Really great for the shoulders. Inhale fully. Exhale slowly. Thumbs reach out to the side. Elbows stay into the body. And feel the middle back squeezing together. One more. Palms up. Inhale. Exhale. Slow, slow, slow. And reach the arms. Notice the difference. And then interlace the palms. Switch the grip. Punch away and fold forward. You're folding between your legs. Keep the left knee bent. One more round of breath here. Inhale. And then exhale, start to make your way into Skandasana, deep lunge. Right knee is bent, left leg straightens, left toes flex. You're on your left heel. And you may notice this side feels different than the other. Sometimes one side is really tight or really open. That's okay. We're not symmetrical. So honor where you are and trust that you know how to modify for yourself. You know how to adjust. Shows signs of wisdom. I really encourage you to feel what is right in the pose and make it work for your body. And then slowly start to walk yourself all the way back, top of the mat, runner's lunge. Press the palms down, extend your left leg long, three-legged dog, bend the left knee, open the hip, scorpion, fire hydrant pose. Keep pressing evenly through left and right hand, squaring shoulders, right heel lower, re-extend left leg long, maybe a vinyasa between sides, or straight to downward facing dog. Full round of breath in down dog. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bend your knees, look towards your hands. If you feel warm enough, you can hop as quietly and lightly as you can, or just walk forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Start to roll your mat up, like you're rolling it up because the practice is over, but we're only halfway, don't worry. We're gonna do a calf stretch. If you do have like a blanket or a towel, you can use that as well. Or we're gonna take any forward fold you want. I'm just offering this option. Heels stay on the ground, ball of the feet and toes are on the mat. The more you roll it, the deeper the calf stretch you'll take. So you could just take a traditional forward fold. You could take gorilla pose instead, where you're standing on your feet. Let the head be heavy, maybe a small bend in the knees. Shift the weight forward. And just we're here for 8 breaths of a forward fold. Maybe hands behind the nape of the neck or interlaced behind your back. Any option. If you don't like the calf stretch, you just let it go. Feel the weight dripping down off your back, off your neck and your head. Two more rounds of breath. And if you have that roll or anything under your feet, let that go. Traditional forward fold. Inhale for a flat back. Exhale to release. Bend the knees, come all the way onto your seat. Bring your hands behind your back like we did for reverse tabletop. And then draw your knees towards your chest, lift your toes off the earth. Start to bend your elbows and extend your legs long, hovering off the earth. And then pull it all back together. Inhale, extend. And exhale, pull it together. Keep going, use your breath. Exhale as you draw the knees towards your chest. Inhale. Nice work. It's a little bit more of core. Let's do one more and then hold it at the top. Tilt over to your left hip. So you're on your left hip, hands stay planting, and extend your legs and your torso. And just doing it on your side, feeling the obliques. So bend and extend your legs. Let's do 2 more. And this time when you're extended, just come all the way down. Your left forearm is parallel with the mat. Bend your right knee and clasp your foot for a quad stretch. You're just on your side, stretching your right quad. Your right knee and your right thigh are in alignment. And then release. Come back to center. Plant the feet, plant the hands. Draw knees towards your chest. And tilt over to your right. So your right knee and your left knee are pointing to the right. You're on your right hip. Extend your legs long and pull them together. Nice work. Let's take one more. And then when you're extended, stay down. Right forearm is pressing into the mat. Bend your left knee. Grab your foot. Quad stretch. And then release. Come onto your back, rock and roll. Rock and roll, make your way to standing, maybe using your hands or not. Forward fold, flat back, and release. Step or hop through a vinyasa, making your way to downward facing dog. Full round of breath. Inhale. Let it out. Inhale, right heel high. Step forward, warrior 1. So left heel comes down about 45 degrees. Arms up, right knee over right ankle. Hips and shoulders are squaring to the front of the room as best they can. Maybe you walk your right foot more to the right to have some space. Draw your left hip forward, right hip back. Feel the weight pressing into your right foot, strong and steady. Arms long. Step left foot to meet right. You're coming into chair pose at the top of the mat. Check that you can see your toes underneath you. Get a little lower. Press palms, pull them to heart center. Lift the chest and then start to twist from your torso into a prayer twist. So left bicep comes to right thigh. Press the palms together. Again, pour the weight into your right foot, really strong and steady in the right leg, lifting the left heel, left toes, left foot. You're balancing like a flamingo, and then start to extend your left leg back, moving into high lunge with a prayer twist. So as slow as you can, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Option to lower the back knee for low lunge. Extend, open warrior two, left arm all the way back, left heel down. Reach through your fingers. Big inhale, and then exhale, Skandasana, the back of the mat. So this time you can just stay here, or you can walk your hands forward and back. You could take just side lunges. It doesn't have to be as deep as a Skandasana lunge. You could play with balance and see if you can move side to side without using your hands, keeping your hands at prayer, really engaging your core. So maybe close the eyes and just choose what option sounds appropriate for you on this side right now. And then wherever you are, let's all walk our hands to the middle, parallel the feet. Prasarita, wide leg forward fold. Let your head be heavy. Shift the weight into the toes. Left hand down, reach right arm up for a twist. Option to stay here. Option to bend your right elbow and reach it back. Option to crawl your left fingers towards your right foot, deepening the stretch. Maybe your left hand even grabs onto the right ankle or shin or foot, twisting further to the right. And then walk your hands back to center. Inhale, half lift, right hand down, left arm to the sky, twisting the other way. Option to take those arm variations where you bend your back left elbow, crawl your right fingers towards your left foot or ankle, grabbing onto your calf. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Walk yourself to a runner's lunge, top of the mat. Lower your left knee down, low lunge. Start to bend your left leg and reach around for a twist. So right arm reaches to the back of the mat. Maybe you don't have your foot. That's where, again, you could use a towel kind of wrap or a strap to wrap it around and hold onto it. If you do have the back of your leg, kick your foot away. Finding that twist of the torso or the quad stretch. One more breath. And then exhale to release it. Plant the hands. Option to flow through a vinyasa, meet back in down dog. Full round of breath together. Inhale. Let it out. One more, just like that. Inhale, left leg high, step forward, warrior one. Right heel comes down, arms sweep up. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Press the weight into your left foot. Feel the front leg taking a lot of weight and step into chair pose. Right foot meets left, top of the mat. Reach your arms long, think a little lower in your lunge. Press the palms together and pull them to your heart. Lift the chest, long spine. With that length, twist the torso to the right, hooking right elbow outside of left thigh. Keep twisting, keep pressing the weight into your left foot to lift your right heel, your right toes, balancing, and as slowly as you can make the transition to high lunge or low lunge prayer twist. Press energy out of your right heel. Big inhale. And exhale opens you up to warrior two. Expand. And then sink back, Skandasana. Palms to your heart, hands on blocks or the wall or whatever you have around. And then you choose if you want to move side to side, maybe just some side lunging, maybe staying on one side. Maybe closing the eyes and just tuning inward. And let's all walk towards center, Prasarita, forward fold. Maybe you want to take an inversion, a headstand, a handstand here. Go for it if that's safely part of your practice. Otherwise, you take any variation that works for you. You can interlace the hands behind the back, behind the nape of the neck. You can walk your feet wider. Feel the weight shifting out of the heels, hips over ankles. You can walk your hands back through the legs or reach them forward like a down dog with the arms. 2 more breaths. If you're in an inversion, slowly make your way back down to the earth. To greet us in Prasarita, inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the front of the mat. Runner's lunge. Lower your right knee. Reach your left hand back, bending your right knee. And maybe on this side you find it's closer or it's further away. And just be aware of that without judging your body. You're doing it right, whatever you're doing. All the adjustments you're making. Listening to your intuition, listening to your body. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release. Plant your hands, option for Vinyasa. Making your way to down dog again. From down dog, look towards your toes and walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to release. Toes together, heels apart, sink down, chair pose, arms up. We won't be here for long, so press into your right foot, lift your left knee, one-legged mountain. Find the balance, maybe finding a drishti, a focus point. Cross your left thigh over your right, sink back into chair pose, left arm under right, full eagle. Eagle wrap with the legs and the arms. You can use your toe as a little kickstand, or you can double wrap the legs. Keep lifting your torso and keep sitting into your squat, your chair pose. So tailbone lower, crown of head higher. Squeeze everything together. One more inhale. Keep the arms as they are. Left leg high, one-legged mountain again. Step to the middle of the mat and find warrior 3. So right heel lifts, squaring your hips. Toes point down to the bottom of the mat. Option to release the arms. If you still have your arms, you can reach forward or back. Warrior 3. Left leg stay strong. Right knee lifts, one-legged mountain, arms up. And then plant your right foot down. Lift your left foot and come into a quad stretch. So now you're balancing on your right foot, giving your left foot a little bit of a break. Reach your right hand to the sky alongside your ear. Maybe your hand stays like this. Maybe you stay in a quad stretch, or maybe you spin your fingers around. Coming into dancer pose. Kick foot into hand, hand into foot. That action will draw your torso forward. Reach your right fingers forward. Look forward. Transitioning into half moon. So keep reaching your right hand down towards in front of your right foot. Maybe you keep the bind for candy cane, Shavasana. Maybe you release the bind. Maybe you're on the wall, doing your half moon on the wall, or using a block or water bottle. If you have the bind, release the bind. Stepping into chair pose, sink down, arms up. Lower your hips to your heels, lift your toes, toe stand. Reach your right arm back, left arm forward for a twist. Inhale, arms up, exhale, left hand back. And come on back, forward fold, shake out your legs. Slowly roll your body up, one vertebra at a time. Twisting your torso, washing machine, just shake out the legs, close the eyes, shake out the arms, shake out the legs. Okay, let's turn around and we have the other side. So just turn to face the back of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep down, chair pose. Reach through your hands. Press your left foot into the mat this time. Reach your right knee high, one-legged mountain. Cross right leg over left. Eagle wrap. with the legs, and then right arm under left, either just a hug or full eagle arms. Lift the elbows, lift the torso, stacking shoulders over hips. Keep squeezing the thighs together. One more inhale, sink lower, and then release the legs. Keep the arms right knee high, one-legged mountain. Step your right foot to the middle of the mat, lift your left leg, warrior three. Balancing, lift your left heel higher. Maybe you release the arms. And then one-legged mountain again, left knee high, arms up. Step your left foot down. Keep your left arm reaching to the sky. Bend your right knee, find your quad stretch. Either stay here or start to reach forward for your dancer pose. Look where you're going, reach your left arm forward. Keep kicking foot into hand and hand into foot. And then moving into half moon, left hand reaches down, right hand can come to the hip or reach for the sky. Keep spreading through your right fingers. Keep pressing through your right heel. And then slowly make your way to chair pose. Right foot meets left. Bend the knees. Arms sweep up. Exhale, lower hips towards your heels. Lower your knees down to the mat. Toes tucked. Take a breath, stretching out your feet. And then inhale, rise to standing on your shins. It's okay if you're still facing the back of the mat. If you want to turn around, go for it. Hips forward, head back, camel pose. Either stay here or slowly walk your hands down the back of your leg, hands to your heels, lift the chest, throat open. Thighs keep pressing forward, hips forward, one more breath, and slowly exit as gently as you can, rolling your body up, torso over hips, and then have a seat. Close the eyes, palms press on thighs, tuck your chin. Hero's pose, one breath. Let it out. Blink the eyes open. And then spin yourself around. Make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale fully. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, right heel high. Bend the knee. Draw the right knee towards the right side of the mat. Half pigeon. Walk your left foot a little further back. Lift your chest and then fold forward, sleeping pigeon. You can always do pigeon on the back instead. Using any props, you can place your hands or a blanket under your forehead. You could place a blanket or a block under your right hip if you find there's a lot of space there. Settle in for 3 breaths of stillness. Then on your next exhale, start to press yourself up, rise back up, bend your back knee, and reach around for the quad stretch. And again, if you do have anything available to wrap around your foot, if you can't quite reach it, that's a way to modify with a strap or something like a strap. So finding the quad stretch, maybe finding full mermaid or king pigeon where you hook your left elbow around your right foot. Keep lifting the hips high so you're not just splaying out. Lift your hips, squeeze them together. Reach your right arm up by your ear like dancer. Bend the elbow and maybe your fingers clasp for mermaid pose. If you have that or you have the quad stretch, release your leg. Everyone come onto your right hip, leaning to your right. Left leg swings all the way around. Plant the left foot outside right thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Reach your right arm up over the ear. Left hand behind the spine, twisting to the left. Maybe you hook your right elbow outside your left thigh, or maybe just squeeze your leg towards you. Inhale, find length in the spine. And exhale, twist. One more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Unravel, little counter twist to the right. And then make your way into our final downward facing dog, shaking out your right leg. Any options here? Maybe you want to flip the dog. Maybe you want to take one more vinyasa between sides. Maybe you want to hold stillness. Whatever you take, when you do get back to down dog, close the eyes, take a breath, and notice how it feels compared to the first dog of the practice. Inhale here. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, left heel high, half pigeon on the left side, so left knee comes to the left side of the mat. Lift the chest, walk your right foot back, make sure your right leg is straight behind you. Lift in the torso, and with that length and space, fold yourself forward for sleeping pigeon, or come to pigeon on your back, a figure four. Last exhale. And inhale, press yourself up. Bend your right knee, reach your right hand back for just a gentle twist or clasping the foot for that quad stretch. Option to play with hooking your right elbow, finding mermaid, left arm to the sky, bend the elbow, reach for your bind. If you have the bind, it's really important to squeeze the hips towards each other and lift your hips higher so you're not dumping any weight into your lower back. And then exhale, release whatever you have, right leg long. Shift the weight to the left hip. Right leg goes over the left. Plant the right sole of the foot outside left thigh. Pull your right leg towards you, or hook your left elbow outside your right thigh. Right hand behind the spine to facilitate the twist. So with your inhale, find the length. And with your exhale, twist a little deeper to bring out the spine. No need to yank your neck towards the right. It's just an extension of the spine. So keep it in line with that. Inhale fully. One more twist. And then counter twist to the left. Stay on your seat. Extend your legs long in front of you. Heels to the earth, toes flexed. Hands behind the spine, lift the torso, hands behind the glutes, staff pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge, forward fold, Paschimottanasana. You can bend the knees a lot or a little. It might feel even better for your lower back. One more breath. And start to walk yourself back up. And as slowly as you can, roll onto your back. Maybe the last bit of core work, maybe just let it go. When you reach your back, bend your knees. Grab onto your kneecaps, so left hand to left knee, right hand to right knee. Just let your head, your neck, your shoulders be heavy. Close the eyes, arms straight. Just let the weight of your knees pull your arms longer. Feel the back release. And then ball up your hands, making fists, and give yourself a little massage. So just kind of pounding out. Head can stay heavy, just pounding out the inner thighs, outer glutes, calves, thighs. Giving yourself a little massage of the legs. Getting into any points that feel sticky. And then release that, shake out the arms, find full happy baby again. Maybe fluttering the lips, sighing it out, aha, or whatever feels good to you. You're all on mute, so no one can hear you. Let your head be heavy, maybe rolling on your sacrum. Our last posture together before Shavasana. So if you feel like there's anything extra you need, by all means, go for it. Otherwise, give yourself a big hug, squeeze everything together, bring your forehead to your knees, squeeze really tight, and then exhale, expand open like a star, find space, let your legs splay out, let your palms be open, tuck your shoulders underneath you to open the chest a little more. Maybe head to belly, head to heart. Maybe just like at the beginning of the practice, you notice a butterfly pose would feel good, or feet up the wall. Whatever you're choosing for your corpse pose, take another round of breath to get there, and then just choose stillness. No more fidgeting, no more moving, nothing to do but rest here to absorb all the benefits of all the work that you've done. I'll guide you out when it's time. Just closing the eyes and letting go completely here into your Shavasana. Gently start to reawaken your body. tenderly as you can, making small movements, wiggling fingers and toes, then ankles and wrists, and then pulling one knee and the other into your chest, giving yourself another loving embrace, squeezing tight, thanking your body. When you feel ready, roll to one side and just pause in the fetal position. The posture that resembles a rebirth. Keeping the eyes closed and using the strength of your arms, eventually pulling yourself up into a comfortable seated posture to close class together. No hurry. Take as much time as you need. Or stay in Shavasana if you can. It's impossible, said pride. It's risky, said experience. It's pointless, said reason. Give it a try, whispered the heart. So bring your hands to your heart if that resonates for you. And let's take a full round of breath together as a community. So exhale completely. And then inhale fully. And exhale it out. Just imagine the chorus of breaths that you can hear even though we're on a screen. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you practicing with me. I hope you